Hey everybody, welcome to the Soap Thing Project. In this video we're going to do a shave off between the RazoRock Game Changer 68 and the RazoRock Mamba 70. So stay tuned. Okay. I want to welcome everybody to the project today, or if you've been here before, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing really well. So I have had more than a few people ask me about the differences between the RazoRock Game Changer and the RazoRock Mamba. Well, today we are putting that question to bed. Here we have the RazoRock Game Changer 68, which is on loan to me from Matthew Lawrence. Thank you for that, Matthew. Matthew Lawrence has his own YouTube channel. He produces some really good content. I will put a link to his channel across the top of the screen somewhere, as well as in the description of the video. Head on over there and check out what Matthew is all about. He does some good stuff over there. And then we have the RazoRock Mamba 70, which I have owned for a long time, and it's one of my all-time favorite razors, and it has been featured on the Soap Thing Project quite a lot, so it's a really excellent razor in my personal opinion. I have gotten phenomenal shaves with this almost all the time. Now let's talk about what these two razors have in common. Both of them are made by RazoRock. They are both 316 stainless steel. They're both safety bar razors, and they both take double edge blades. In this case, we're going to put a fresh Gillette Menorah blade in each razor when we do this shave off today. And that's basically where things start to diverge. As you can see, these two razors have wildly different heads in the way they present the blade to you. The RazoRock Game Changer 68 has a 0.68 millimeter blade gap and positive exposure, at least according to RazoRock it does. The Mamba 70 has a 0.70 millimeter blade gap and neutral exposure. So with all that in mind, it's time to do a shave off. The RazoRock Game Changer 68 is going to be on my left. The RazoRock Mamba 70 is going to be on my right. And let's talk about the shaving soap, the aftershave, and the brush. Now the soap and the aftershave are from Stirling. This one is iced coffee. Let's look at the ingredients. For the highlights, we've got beef tallow, glycerin, shea butter, coconut milk, and lanolin in this. Now the soap is not really the focus of the shave, but I know some people are curious about how it smells, so let's talk about the scent and get you very familiar with it. Let's smell it. Now this smells like a freshly brewed cup of black coffee with just a pinch of hazelnut in it. If you were expecting this to smell creamy or chocolatey like a mocha, that is not what this is. This is very much a rich, dark coffee bean scent with just a hint of sugary sweet hazelnut to kind of take the edge off and smoothen things out a bit.
I'm staying. I'm finishing my coffee. Enjoying my coffee.
So that's the scent of Stirling iced coffee in a nutshell. This is a 3-ounce tub, and the 3-ounce tubs from Stirling usually run about $10.95. So that'll be the soap. And then we have the matching 2-ounce aftershave from Stirling iced coffee. And these little bitty shaving soap containers and the small aftershaves, these are really good for travel. I really wish more artisans would make soaps in this size. The brush is going to be from Turn & Shave. And I got this used off of a BST a while ago. And this is a 24 millimeter SHD Gelousy knot from APShaveCO. SHD Badger knot. Let's get this shave started. All right, here we go. Lathering the Stirling iced coffee and applying it to the face out of the Hendrix Classics & Company stainless steel bowl and the Turn & Shave brush. 2 days growth on the face today. And this is mentholated. I can feel the menthol kicking in already. Stirling iced coffee, I'm pretty sure, is a seasonal scent. So if you can't get it at the very moment that this video is being released, don't panic. It'll probably come around again sometime soon. Okay, now we have the Game Changer on my left, RazoRock Mamba on my right. Both of them have Gillette Menorah blades in them, fresh blades. And so we're going to start on the left side. Here we go. Now, full disclosure, I have owned the RazoRock Game Changer 68 before. And the fact that I no longer have it and had to borrow it tells you something. That means that I really didn't care for it. And the reason why has to do with the fact that it has a bit more blade feel and exposure than the Mamba 70. I've seen third parties look at it and do measurements, and they say that it doesn't have positive exposure, but RazoRock says that it does. And it definitely, absolutely, certainly has a lot more blade feel than the Mamba 70. So speaking of the Mamba 70, here we have it right here. We're going to do it on the right. Let's give it a try. Here we go. And this razor is much smoother, much less blade feel. You do get blade feel. If you're trying to be introduced to blade feel gently, then I would recommend the Mamba 70. Because you do get that necessary feedback. The blade is not invisible. And this razor can take almost any blade and tame it down quite a bit. The Game Changer, on the other hand, is just going to present you with a bunch of blade. So dab that in the water just a little bit. Water that down. Okay, going for pass number 2. I think the reason that I don't like the Game Changer has a little bit less to do with the positive exposure and more to do with just the head geometry. Because a lot of people talk about blade gap and blade exposure, but what they don't talk about is how the blade is presented to you. Because that's something that doesn't get articulated very well by hardly any artisan, or not artisan, razor manufacturer. They just say, here's a razor head, and here's the blade gap and the exposure, have fun. But they don't explain the approach angle very well. And I think half the problem I have with this razor is the approach angle, and the other half is the fact that it just has a little too much blade feel for me. The Game Changer also has a little bit of blade chatter, which the Mamba has less of. The Game Changer is cheaper. I think you can usually get that around $55, $56. The Mamba 70 is closer to $70. So there's about a $15 price difference last time I looked. The Mamba 70 is very user-friendly, especially for beginners. Like, if somebody was just getting into safety razors, and they're like, hey, I've never shaved with a safety razor before in my life, what would you recommend? I would recommend the Mamba 70 10 out of 10 times. Because it's mild enough that I cannot imagine how mild the Mamba 53 would be. Like, it's got to be so mild that I'm not even going to bother trying it. Because this is mild enough. But it's so versatile that you could put a feather or a Kai in here if you're an experienced shaver and still get a satisfying shave. You can dial the aggressiveness up or down with blades pretty easily. Okay, let's do some blade buffing over here. Ooh wee. Okay, how did we do? I'm just touching up at this point. And I'm not obtuse to the fact that I have probably learned things since the last time I used this. Like, if you go back and look at my older videos, my shaving habits were not great. But I still maintain that the Mamba 70 is a much better shaver for my personal shaving habits. Both of these, I would say, are not terribly efficient. One just has a bit more blade feel than the other. Okay, let's have a rinse. See how we did. Oh, looks like a great shave to me. No nicks or cuts. We'll find out from the Ellen block if there's any feedback. So let's move on. Let's do the Ellen block. Okay, here we have my RazoRock Ellen block, and let's apply it to the face. Wet the face a little bit. I'm getting some slight stinging feedback from here to about here. So all the way up this side of my neck and just about a quarter of the way up my cheek. This side I'm getting nothing at all. So that's sort of what I expected. So let's move on to the aftershave. Okay, I got this little itty bitty pipsqueak aftershave bottle from Stirling. Let's put some on the face. Oh, man. Oh, that is refreshing. And the scent on this is a little bit heavier on the coffee bean and a little less sugary sweet. Whoa. Holy freaking menthol. Okay, whew. Let me just take in this moment for a second, because that is some death by menthol. Whoa, okay. Hopefully I can keep it together for the rest of the video. So my final thoughts on the RazoRock Game Changer 68 and the Mamba 70. I think if you like positive exposure and you like to feel a blade, get this one. Is it going to give you a ton of blade? Probably not. It's definitely not going to give you as much blade as, say, an H&S P076 or like a Carbon 68. It's not a Merkur Future or a Mula R41. It's not that kind of blade feel, but there's definitely quite a bit more of it in this razor than in this one. Both of them have blade feel, but this one is just much more forgiving to poor shaving habits. And I'm not saying I have poor shaving habits, but I kind of do. So that's my personal opinion, is this one is just a bit too much blade feel for me. That's why you don't see it on the project anymore. And the reason you keep seeing this one over and over and over again is because I just love it. Love the way this shaves my face. Excellent razor, Mamba 70. And there you have it. Those are my final thoughts on the RazoRock Game Changer 68 and the RazoRock Mamba 70. I want to thank Matthew Lawrence for sending this razor out to me to give it a try again. That'll be the video for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Holy crap, menthol.